Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Storytime number 9. Now, I asked the teachers to choose their favourite stories and to tell me why they were their favourites. And today's story is Mrs. El-Bashir's favourite story, and it's called How to Catch a Star. And why she loves this story is because the boy in the story is very creative in the ways that he wanted to achieve what he wanted to achieve. And so many of you have been so creative, whether it be drawing pictures of Bella or completing Mrs. Sampson's challenges or even making up challenges of your own over the Easter holidays. So I was inspired to read this story to you. Mrs. El-Bashir says that the boy in the story was very patient. That's a really important skill. If we want to get better at things, we have to keep on trying. When you're learning at home over the next few weeks and months, you need to be really patient, don't you? When you're trying to learn something, it doesn't happen straight away. He never gave up. We use that word in assembly sometimes, don't we? We say about us we keep on persisting. We never give up. We show resilience. Even if something is hard or we can't solve it straight away, we keep on trying. Mrs. El-Bashir says that this story reminds her of when she had her 2 children and they were very little, and she used to read this story to them when they were little children, little babies themselves. So it's written by somebody called Oliver Jeffers, who's absolutely brilliant with his stories. So if you want to go and order some stories over the Easter holidays or for the summer term, Oliver Jeffers is a brilliant author for you to look out for. So I hope you enjoy Mrs. El-Bashir's story called How to Catch a Star. Once there was a boy, and the boy loved stars very much. Every night, the boy watched the stars from his window and wished he had one of his very own. And there he is. There he is, looking out the window. And there, again, he can see the star in the sky. He dreamed how this star might be his friend, and they would play hide and go seek and take long walks together. So there they are playing hide and seek. And there they are taking a lovely walk on a sandy golden beach. The boy decided he would try to catch a star. He thought that getting up early in the morning would be best, because then the star would be all tired from being up in the sky all night. There he is setting his alarm clock. Sensible idea. So the next day he set out at sunrise, but he could not see a star anywhere. He sat down and waited for one to appear. He waited and he waited and ate lunch. There he is waiting, and there he is eating a delicious sandwich. And waited, and after dinner he waited some more. Finally, just before the sun was about to go away, he saw a star. There he is doing all his waiting. And there he is, waiting after dinner time. The boy tried to jump up and grab it, but he could not jump high enough. So, very carefully, he climbed to the top of the tallest tree he could find, but the star was still way out of reach. That is one tall tree. He thought he might lasso the star with his lifebelt from his father's boat. That's a brilliant idea. But it was too heavy for him to carry. He thought he could fly up in his spaceship and just grab the star. But his spaceship had run out of petrol last Tuesday when he flew to the moon. Perhaps he could get a seagull to help fly up to the sky to reach the star. But the only seagull he could find did not want to help at all. That's not like us, is it? We always like to help at school. It's not very kind of you, seagull. Seagull's not following the golden rules. The boy thought he would never catch a star. Just then, he noticed something floating in the water. It was the prettiest star he had ever seen. Just a baby star. It must have fallen from the sky. There he is, just about to give up. And suddenly, he noticed a star in the water. He tried to fish the star out with his hands, but he just couldn't reach it. Then he had an idea. The star might wash up on the shore. He ran back along the jetty to the beach. There he is, trying to fish the star out of the water. Then he waited and walked and watched and waited. There he is, waiting very patiently, not being demanding, saying now, now, now. Good boy. And sure enough, the star washed up on the bright golden sand. Look at that smile. The boy had caught a star of his very own. Look how happy that's made him. What a lovely story, Mrs. Al-Bashir. Thank you for choosing that story for us. I think that's taught us quite a lot, hasn't it? When you're at home doing your learning, it might not all happen straight away. You just have to wait and be patient. And the more you try, the more you're going to learn. Okay, so be patient, especially with mummy or daddy, whoever's helping you, your brother or your sister. Just be as patient as you would be if you were at school. I know you will do brilliantly. So I hope you enjoyed story number 9. Thank you, Mrs. Al-Bashir, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.